Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas, and today is January 18th, 2016, and it is about 3 p.m. here in Fort Worth, Texas. Let me change. Well, the orange thing there is one of those hats that you wear for the wintertime when it's really cold that I need to review. And you see, I have a infrared thermometer that I need to review the instructions. Let me move closer in here. It's the instructions are they're in a nice little. And I can read it. The type is big and everything, but it's like it's in Greek or something or other. It's just so complicated. They didn't make it simple, so and the people would like that review pretty quick because they don't have any reviews. This is it. So I'm having a problem with. Got some other stuff to review. Got a keyboard that's coming. This keyboard is coming. But it's not going to be here for a couple of weeks. They're sending it direct from Hong Kong or something. Keyboard and mouse. This is I reviewed this for Amazon, and I also put this video review, I put it on YouTube. But I wanted to review it again. This headset is most of the headsets I get to review are USB headsets. There is just a USB connector. This is one of them that has 3.5 jacks and has USB. And the USB is strictly for the lighting. By the way, when the microphone is turned on, I'll turn it off. Watch the light here. I'm going to be counting 1, 2, 9, 10. So, and then the other switch on this, by the way, there's a volume for the volume control to the headset. This bottom switch will turn off this lighting here. Someone asked the other day, not about this headset, but about another headset that I had reviewed, and asked if there was a way to turn off the lighting, which there was not. And so that also made me take another, well, I gave this headset to my son who lives next door, grown son, and he said the microphone didn't work for him, apparently at all. And so when I reviewed this in the past, you all said that you preferred my USB headset and didn't really care for this, but the headset, the audio is working. The microphone is working. The headset is comfortable. Sounds good. Another thing I wanted to mention, and I paid for this. Well, you can get this software, Razer, R-A-Z-E-R. They make, in fact, my keyboard here is, I bought this at Best Buy. I think it's like $130 or $40, and it's a Razer keyboard. I've had Razer mice. Now you can download. This is a. Oops. Okay, here, yeah. This is a Sentey headset, but so I downloaded. You know, I've had trouble. I've done reviews on a bunch of these, and running Windows 10. The headsets that do come with a DVD on Windows 10, it doesn't work. So I downloaded this software a while back, and it works with my speakers and works with the headsets. if you want the enhancements, you have to pay $20 unless, so I paid $20 so that all this rest of this stuff would work. So I paid the $20, and right after that I got, no, it was even before that, I got a Razer mouse or something. So if you purchased a keyboard or a mouse or whatever, you wouldn't have to pay the extra 20 bucks or whatever. So keep that in mind if you need some software. This software seems to work with other headsets and even my speaker system. So I may use this, but there again, if you people tell me you can't stand the audio, probably, maybe I should just use this until the next headset is sent to me to review, and then the first one that I review that is better than this, I think I may do that, and just go with it. What else did I want to tell you? Let's see. Keyboard. I think that's it. What's going on with my blog? Oh, today is Martin Luther King Day. His birthday is actually, today is the 18th. His birthday actually is January 15th. Oh, I am using Firefox, I've been a big time Chrome, well, got my first computer in 1978, went online in 1982, which is before the World Wide Web was created. I used everything, signed up for every site when the World Wide Web was created, 1995. So I've used every browser and all kinds of hardware and all kinds of software. For recently, Chrome has been my browser of choice, and but I always have the other browsers on and I occasionally check them. And I didn't check Firefox for a while, and I thought it was time to check it. And Firefox, I noticed, and I just upgraded. What's this? I don't know. Better hold on. I just upgraded my computer from 8 to 16 gigabytes of memory. I just put a new video card in it, and when I decided I better check out Internet Explorer and Firefox again. And Internet Explorer, I wasn't happy with it. Haven't been for quite a while now. And Firefox, I noticed, bang, when I started up the browser, it popped on my home page, and everything came up real fast, much faster than Chrome. So I checked out the other stuff, and looks like I'm going to be using Firefox at least for a while. But I'll still bring up Chrome occasionally. And the reason for that is I've told you before, but nobody pays any attention to me about net drives. You might find it very useful. It is free. Of course, they would like for you to. Let me turn off the ad blocker. Enable for this site. Disable for this site. Okay. Oh, it's this. The reason I will use Chrome occasionally is that I can click here, and I have all these apps. And some of the apps are things that I might want to use. Now, of course, I could, put up things up here, but so I may, for that reason, use it. I've got, I can show it to you because it left. I never know when our cat, we have a cat now, and it gets right under this office chair, right next to the wheels, wraps itself around the wheels, and I don't know that it's there, and I don't want anything to happen to the cat. So I thought, well, I hate to have to adapt my life for a dumb cat, but it is a cute cat. And so I thought, I thought office chairs that do not have wheels. And I thought, well, I'll buy one of those. But apparently if you say office chair, that means a chair, that has wheels on it so you can move around. So I was looking for, I found this, but I'm sure there's something, and I'm not even sure that would work. It's $270 also. So it's a gaming chair, and I'm not sure it would work the right way for using my keyboard and everything, but it's too much money. But what I want is just a chair that doesn't have, so I guess maybe go to Office Depot or someplace like that, or if you have a recommendation. I'm afraid that if I'm sitting here with this wheels on it, that I'm going to roll over the cat. I guess you could let me know what you think about the audio, especially if you have heard my other videos. This looks to me like it's a good headset. I gave it 5 stars before, I believe, and I'm more impressed with it this time. The reason is USB has been nice, and of course you still have the USB connector for the lights, but did I mention you can turn the lights off? Those lights. And did I mention that, because I can't remember, because I made this review before and I forgot to record it, and I did the whole review, and then at the end I found that it hadn't been saved. So I did tell you, didn't I, that I know I did in the first one, that when, yeah, I did that right. When that light is lit, you know your microphone is hot. And it's working. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me if I've pushed the record button for... but by having these 3.5 jacks over the USB, it makes it very easy for me to just hit a button and kill the speakers and have the mic going, or have the headset going, and whatever. Before, when I have the strictly USB, I have some problems. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to... I typed along, but not on my blog. I typed a thing. It was on Facebook. I commented sort of a thing on Facebook about police officers and firefighters and conflicts between them. And I thought, because I have a little bit of experience with that, and so I thought that would be a good, maybe a good YouTube little video to make. So I may post a video like that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. You know, it was last month, I think, that I was going to try to make a video every day. And I made one about every other day. And I said I was going to do stories. And I haven't done that. One thing I thought about doing would, at the end of the video blog that I do, I thought about sort of having my wish, or if I could wave a magic wand, or what do I think needs to be done to fix our political system and our nation at the end of a video. And then you'd know ahead of time, if you don't want to hear that crap, then don't listen. And but one of the things I would like to would bring up, and I'll just throw it out to you really quick here, that would really, and there's a bunch, and I'm not saying this is the first thing that should be done, but I think Democrats and Republicans, especially Republicans, they want to downsize government, one. Two, they want to cut the budget massively. And I have a way that should make them happy, and that is a very simple one. And I forget why. The reason I haven't done it, and because I would have to look it up. I don't know our Constitution. I'm not sure how many. We allow 2 senators for each state, and then the House of Representatives is 1 representative per a certain number of the population of the state. What we could do, we'd have to be an amendment. We'd have to amend the Constitution of the United States. But all we need to do is, let's say that number is, I don't know what it is, but it ends up where we end up with about 500 or whatever, or 450 or something, members of the House of Representatives. We have 100 senators, 2 for each state. But we have, about 450 House members. Okay, when the Constitution was written, there was no telephone, there was no radio, there was no telegraph. No, the telegraph would have come slightly after that, but mail system wasn't all that great. Hard to get, no cars. And so, let's say they did it 1 per 10,000. What we need to do now, now we have television, aircraft, everything. Television, radio, telephones, computers, internet, everything. And it's still 1 per 10,000. Let's change that to 1, or whatever. Of course, I don't know what the number really is. Let's say to 1 House representative for 20 or 25,000 people. Immediately, you would have, instead of 450 House members, you'd probably have 200 or 250 House members. It's not just the representatives that we would save money on, and a lot of money, but their staffs, their offices, their free perks, their pensions, everything. Think of the tremendous amount of savings. So I wanted to go into I wanted to actually go and get the figures and try to figure out, if you're a hey, if you are in college looking for a project to do, or you need your teacher, you're taking political science or whatever, if you do, why don't you do this as a paper, but send me the, send me the data so I can see it, and should see how much it would, you do the financial thing and see, because if you could say to the American people, well, if you could say to the American people, this will save X amount of money. But the only problem with this, in which we all know, is it would never, ever pass. There is no way you could change the Constitution. There is a procedure for changing the Constitution, but there is no way that Congress is going to do that. Even the Senate would not go along, with it. But definitely the House is not going to cut the size. And of course, which you couldn't, even if you could get Congress to write the amendment or write the changes and vote for them, it has to be passed by either 2/3 of the states or 3/4 of the states, and I forget now which. I'd have to look that up in the Constitution. But those state legislatures, there is no fucking way. They all, most of those people see themselves, leaving the state legislature and going to Congress and then becoming president of the United States or something. There's no way they would ever approve it. So it's not going to happen. But man, just think of the savings in money. Talk about downsizing government. But I think the American people, if it were explained to them, I think they'd say, yes, we want it. But there's no way that they could ever get their will. There's no way that Congress would ever do it, and there's no way that the state legislatures would ever do that. But that's what I thought about when I make some of these videos for YouTube. Having something like this, an idea, a desire or a wish or something, and just put it at the end of the video. Maybe make a little promo at that point, so those of you who don't want to hear that can just, if you're watching the video, you can just get to that point and say, oh, I don't want to hear the rest of this, and just leave. Thank you very much for, let me know what you think of my idea, for Jim Howard's idea for downsizing government.